The stock market is a place where people can buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. But how does it work? Well, imagine that you and 4 of your friends have started a really successful lemonade stand. And to continue to grow the business, you need to raise some money. So you decide to sell shares of your company for $1 each. And after selling 5 shares, you've raised $5. Now you give each person who buys a share a little piece of paper that says that they own 1 share of the lemonade stand company, and this is called a stock certificate. Now, if you and your friends do a really good job of running the lemonade stand, the value of the company will increase over time because the more profit you make, the more valuable the company is. So if you started with $5 and made $20 in profit, then each share should be worth $5, right? Well, yes, but that's not how the stock market works. Instead, you can only sell your shares for the price that someone is willing to buy them at. So you and your friends could decide to sell your shares for $5 each, which would mean that you and your friends would each make $5 from selling 1 share. Or you could decide to only sell your shares for $1, which means that you wouldn't make very much money. What if you and your friends want to sell all of your shares at the same price? Well, to do that, you need to go to a stock market exchange like the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. And when you go there, you'll meet with other people who have shares of the lemonade stand, as well as people who want to buy shares of the lemonade stand. And once you find someone who wants to buy all of your shares at the price that you want, you can make a deal with them, and that's how the stock market works. But there's one important thing to remember. Just like you can't force people to buy your shares of the lemonade stand, you also can't force people to sell their shares to you. In fact, most of the time, people will only sell their shares if they think that the company is undervalued, which means that they think that the shares are worth more than what the current buyers are offering. Now, it's important to remember that this is just a really simple explanation of how the stock market works. There are lots of other things that can affect the price of a stock, like how much money the company makes, how much money the company owes, and even how people feel about the company. For example, if people are feeling really pessimistic, then they might not want to buy shares of any company, which means that all stock prices will go down. If they're optimistic, the price will go up. If you like these facts, make sure to check out our other videos. Like, comment, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more.